that's interesting. Yeah, that's workable. It's not like epically awesome or anything, but it's okay. It's not like dirty. It's not like dirty. It's like maybe a little bit soiled, but it's not like dirty. Battle cry for holding a dragon game +1 attack and taunt. So what? Priest dragon decks. Okay. Maybe. let me look at some more priest cards and see if this mechanic flows through. But Wrathguard, again, I kind of like this card. I think it makes Zoo. I won't say it makes Zoo back in the game, but I'm saying it's going to help Zoo out. Bash, again, that sounds really good. Just bread and butter control warrior card. Look at that double bash right there. Bash, bash, bash. Gadget Zan Jouster. Not a fan. I mean, one casting cost 1/2. What do you expect to have? You don't expect it to solve all the world's problems. You know what I'm saying? Oh, funny stuff. Funny stuff. Wormer's Agent Battlecry. For holding a dragon, gain 1 attack and taunt. Again, I'm liking Living Roots, actually. I think it's a little bit underrated. I haven't heard many people talking about it, but time will tell on that one, that's for sure. It's one of those ones you can't really tell. And the rare is Indrid Valdir. Holy Champion. Whenever a character is healed, gain 2 attack. Huh. That's like a... Wow, that's interesting. That is a very interesting card. This. Okay, that's a good one right there. 4 casting cost, 3/5. If that was a 4/5, it'd be really good. I'll take it though. 3/5. Okay. It's like your Ravaging Warrior card. Bloodthirsty. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, this is good. I'm happy. It's like a Soul Warden, but better. Yeah, that's a good card. I can see this guy getting really big. Yeah, I can see this guy getting really big. I can see this guy working in a priest deck really, really well. I can almost see it plug and playing into the priest combo deck. And instead of those priest combo decks, you know, those inner fire type decks, instead of them using the Soul Priest, Holy Nova, Circle of Healing type stuff, you could just remove that whole mechanic and bring in Holy Champion and kind of keep it a little bit more focused. So Holy Champion, that's it. That could be a game-changing priest card. Yes. Interesting. So give a friendly minion +2 attack. We've talked about that guy and the Master Jouster. I'm just not a big fan of the Joust mechanic. It only works if you're playing a controller mid-range deck, essentially, obviously. If you're playing an aggro deck, you're never going to win a Joust. That's kind of what I'm saying here. Fencing Coach. The next time, Fencing Coach. 3 casting, cost 2/2. Wish it was a 3/2. Next time you use your hero power, it costs 2 less. So obviously this makes any Inspire card better. Inspire being the new ability in this set that says whenever you use your hero power, something happens. This time it says you could drop a really good Inspire card next turn or a later turn, and it doesn't say this turn. It doesn't say the next time you use your hero power this turn it costs 2 less. So what's going to happen is your hero power is going to sit at 0. You could play like a 4 casting cost Inspire card, let's just say on turn 4, and immediately use the ability and get the Inspire effect, meaning you wouldn't have to wait for the... That's the whole problem with Inspire, is you have to wait. That creature has to be around for you to use your hero power. So Fencing Coach mitigates that problem, makes all Inspire cards better. So he's going to work in... Fencing Coach is going to work in Inspire decks. And maybe even ones with Maiden of the Lake. Okay, Undercity Valiant, combo deal 1 damage. We talked about that one. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess you got these new combo deal 1, combo deal 2, so I guess it makes sense now. I'm not sure if that makes any of the rogue decks a little bit better, but... Flame Juggler. Battlecry, deal 1 damage to a random enemy, 2 casting cost, 2/3. It's okay. Nothing to write home about. Alex Strauss' champion. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1 attack and charge as a 2/3. Murloc Knight, Brave Archer. If your hand is empty, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero on Inspire. That's interesting. So you would use your Hunter ability with no cards in your hand and you deal 4 damage to the enemy hero. That's almost like you hold that card, you don't play it on curve, like you don't play it on turn 1 normally, unless you're going to use your ability on turn 2 to deal 4 damage. That card could actually work in Hunter, just like a face Hunter deck. Dalaran Aspirant, Inspire, gain spell damage +1. Oh, so he can keep getting spell damage up. Forecasting cost 3/5. Meh. Tournament Medic, Heal, that's all classes, that's neutral. Polymorph Boar, we've talked about that card, that's an awesome card. Yeah, those are alright. Nothing like super crazy. We need to get some more legends, that's what we need here. I feel a legend coming, don't you all? Or not. I'm not a fan of Spellslinger. I just think it can help your opponent, you know. Summon 3/1/1 web spinners for 6 though? Come on. 6 casting cost? I mean, it's cool, but 6 casting cost? I don't know about that. Let's just open the right away. Fallen Hero. We talked about that one already. Here's another double rare here. Saboteur. Your opponent's hero power costs 5 more next turn, so it's kind of like a Inspire Lockdown card. Wild Walker, give a friendly beast 3 health. Forecasting cost 4/4. It's not terrible. Kind of wish it did more than that for 4, you know, forecasting cost. Epic. Goldera Drake, you can use your hero power any number of times. Based on the cards I'm getting so far, I'm seeing that my best Grand Tournament cards are made right now in terms of just what I'm opening. I do actually like this card. Okay, so this is the 1 toughness or 1 health card. Toughness. It's like I'm still in the Magic the Gathering days. These are the 1 toughness because it's got the Divine Shield. It's got the charge. It can take out something. Yeah, it can really annoy your opponent. It's not quite Annoyatron annoying, but it's still annoying. Yeah. So, I kind of like that card. And it's only going to work in aggro decks, obviously, but I could see that being in Face Hunter. Oh, what's this? Ice Howl. 9 casting cost 10/10. That's a decent size attack and body. And it has charge, but it simply cannot attack heroes. So, it is meant to destroy minions. Alright, I can see that. And he's like cute. In a strange sort of twisted, dirty way. Healing Wave. Wow, 3 casting cost, restore 7 health. And it's like the Shaman card, 3 casting cost, restore 8. But this actually, you reveal a minion. So you joust then and can restore 14. This works really good in a, I guess, Control Shaman, or what's more popular is a mid-range Shaman. So this works really good in a mid-range Shaman deck. It could potentially give them half their life back for 3 casting costs. So, man, Shaman got some really good cards so far out of this expansion. Flamelance, I'm not a big fan of. Druid of the Saber. Another Druid. Wow, Druid got some good cards in the expansion too. Transform to gain charge, 2/1 charge for 2. Or +1/+1 stealth, making it a 3/2 stealth. 3/2 stealth for 2 casting cost. That's a good card. That's a good card. The flexibility and... yeah. I'm a fan of Druid. I'm a fan of the Druid cards. I normally hate playing Druid. It's just not in my play style, you know. It's just not how I play. Not a fan of Dragonhawk Rider. Whenever you summon a beast, reduce the cost of this card by 1. Whenever you summon a beast. So while it's in your hand and you're summoning beasts... oh, I see. There's not a lot of beasts, but in the combo deck, those are 2/2 beasts, right? 4 casting costs. This could work in some ramp Druid deck. I could work in ramp Druid. I'm not going to say it's like epic or anything. It's not like monumental. It doesn't change the world as we know it like some of these cards do. That's for sure. 5 casting cost 4/4. This is a good. This feels like the right way to have Inspire. It should it should have an impact on the game, you know. So making this a, you know, drop it on turn 5, on turn 6, it's a 6/6. I mean, that's not like super awesome, but the fact that it could be an 8/8 the following turn, I mean, I think that's kind of the inspire that I was hoping to see more of, something that actually impacts it. Secret. Whenever a friendly minion dies, summon a random minion with the same cost. I mean, I'd rather have Mere Entity, to be honest with you. I want what I want. I want what's in my deck. The more you enter randomness into the game, the worse. Again, Bear Trap, that's an interesting one. Warlock, 6/8 demon for 7, good body size, no downsides or anything, and it's a demon. So keep in mind that the fact that this is a demon means it has a slightly higher value than you should normally give it, because there's obviously a lot of ways that you could do it. So gain 3 attack on a combo here. I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out. We'll find out if that's a good deal. Buccaneer, Bash, we've talked about all this. Savage Combatant, Inspire, give your hero +2 attack this turn. I guess I briefly talked about that. That's just one of those ones. Forecasting cost 5/4 with Inspire. So you'd have 3 attack on your hero the next turn. That's not nothing. I mean, that's definitely something. I'm just trying to figure out if it works in Ramp Druid, and I don't know. It's kind of in the middle ground there. Silence a Demon? I mean, what? Why? You can't sideboard in this game, guys. I mean, the North Sea Kraken works in decks where you're jousting, so I guess I'll say that. It's probably okay in a Joust deck, right? Not a fan of Demon Fuse or Dragonhawk Rider. Pit Fighter, 5 casting cost, 5/6. That's a vanilla. Again, I feel like this Inspire effect is good. This is an awesome. These are one of the best Druid and Hunter. So this is one of the best Hunter cards. This is one of the best Druid cards in the expansion. I already got all those, obviously, and commented on them. So it's hard to say. Ice Rager. Again, Purse. This is when I got the gold one over. It's got the little animation. Living Roots. Yeah, I'm getting everything. I think I'm getting doubles of all these at least. That's good. I'm going to have some dust after this, though, that's for sure. Bash. Yeah, we talked about all these. I'm going to start going all faster now. Ball Spider. Summon. Oh, why is it 6 casting cost? Mulch. Destroy minion. Add a random minion to your opponent's hand. I don't know about that. I do think the Archer does help. Now that I've had a time to process that card, I can see how you drop that card and use your hero ability to do 4. That's going to help Face Hunter. Capture Jormonger. We've talked about all these. Wish you could, like, isn't there a way you can just, like, click everything to open? I thought there was, oh, there it is. Fiola Lightbane. 3 casting cost legend. Whenever you target this minion with the spell, gain Divine Shield. Okay. So I initially think that works good in Priest, Paladin, and maybe a deck with like a mech deck, spare parts and whatnot. Hard to remove. Very interesting. Swap the attack, confuse, Priest, confuse. Swap the attack and health of all minions. Wow, swap the attack and health of all minions. Oh, this works good in the new that Priest combo deck, that Inner Fire Death Lord. Make that death all your like your Death Lord and your Acolytes of Pains and all that. Be attacking for 3 and for 8, and your gnomish dudes, your 2/4s attacking for 4. Oh yeah, that helps. That helps Priest combo. Priest combo got better, that's for sure. Deal 4 damage to each hero. Inspire, deal 4 damage to each. That's interesting. I don't know about the... Actually, that's forecasting cost 5/4 inspired deals 4 damage. It's like a finisher. I don't know if I would need that card though. I don't know if that card makes sense to me. I gotta think about it some more. I'm glad I got that Lightbane Fagiola. However you say it. I kind of want the other one now. There's one more Lightbane that if you targeted it deals damage. What Lightbane is that? So I know it's 3 casting cost. I want to say it's Idis Darkbane. Whenever you target this minion with the spell, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. I'm just looking at the card list now. I just pulled it up. And what do we got here? Add 2 random class cards. Burgle, Cut Person. Let's just start going a little faster now that we've seen all these. Keep going. Nothing crazy. Competitive Spirit's interesting. I gotta think about that though. I've talked about all those. Pretty much talked about all those. Lock and load, interesting. I got 2 of those now. Probably get enough for some sort of weird hunter, aggro hunter variant. Face hunt, so like the new generation face hunter. Alright, we're going quick here, Sorry, long video. This will probably be a 2-parter. Fallen Hero. Have all those. I guess I'm just going for pretty much just rare epics and legends at this point. Talked about all those. Mm. 6 cast 8/5. I kind of like him. I'm not gonna write home about him, but that's all right. Spawn of the Shadows. We talked about that. Yeah, talked about all these. And last but not least, there it is. Ball of Spiders. That's our final rare. Or well, Darnassus Aspirant is there too. That's an interesting new Druid card. I'm pretty happy with that. So anyways, that's what we got, guys. I'm gonna say, yeah, I don't know. I really, I didn't see a lot of good stuff for Paladin, to be honest with you. So I'll have to look through the card list here and see what I just didn't open. But I would say that the cards definitely seem to help Zoo, mid-range Shaman, potentially even an aggro Shaman. That Totem Golem is just insane. I can see a couple interesting things for Rogue. I didn't get a lot of the epics though, so I can't comment on that. I do see a lot more tools and whatnot for Combo Priest. Again, I didn't see a lot on the only... oddly enough, the only Paladin card that's like worth, I shouldn't even say this, but worth mentioning that I got was Murloc Knight, just because I kind of like the old school Paladin Murloc deck. I know I shouldn't say that because it's not like a tier 1, 2, or 3 deck or anything, but I think not a big fan of anything in Mage Line except for Polymorph Boar, and there's a legend there too, Ronin, that I haven't talked about because I didn't open, but I think Hunter got some good mid-range and aggro cards based on what I opened, and I think Druid got helped both so the aggro, like the ramp Druid, but also Just Druid got some new tools to fend off aggro, which has been struggling with fending off aggro, like face hunters, for example. But no, I think overall it's pretty interesting. So as always, keep it dirty and dirty up.